And welcome everyone to another typewriter video. And again, apologies for the air conditioner, but it is still unreasonably hot in my apartment. Now this typewriter is a lot different than what you've seen before in this series. This is the Smith Corona Spell Right Dictionary XL2700 electronic typewriter. This particular one was produced in 1990, so it is a 36-year-old machine that I acquired today at Goodwill for $5. Not a bad find in my opinion, given how unreasonably high their prices have gotten as of late, and the fact that it actually works. I don't even have to use the knob to bring this paper up. Now, a little type test, even though I don't have to worry about sticky keys with this, because it uses a daisy wheel for the keys. The click, brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. I'm pretty sure I misspelled a few of those words. Yep, I misspelled quick fox. Yep, I did. So we'll try it again. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. There we go. But this machine also has a built-in word eraser and correct button options. So let's say, for example, let's see if I can do it this way. Although I don't know if that's working or not, but it doesn't matter. It's just caps lock. Let's take a simple word, simple. S-I-P-L-E. You see, the beep says I misspelled it because I did. I forgot the M. So what would I do? I hit word eraser, and it's gone. So I can fix my mistake. Simple. But the correct button only does it one letter at a time, whereas just the word eraser button erases the whole word and you can do it again. But also it takes a special whiteout ribbon for it to do that, because it launches the carbon ribbon up, allowing for the little whiteout ribbon underneath it to do that. Inside the thing you have this, and that thing will center itself when you open the hood, but it has a H correctable ribbon that you can buy on Amazon, actually, in bulks of 2 in a pack. So this is the inner mechanisms of the machine. Very minimalistic, aside from wires and the ribbon. Unlike my other typewriters, which are full of metal, from the keys to the spool holders to the ribbon vibrator to the everything. This was a very transitional period in the typewriter history, going from manual typewriters and electronic typewriters that still looked like manual typewriters to the word processor body, because this would have been falling under the word processor, so it's typewriter hybrid machine. Because in 1990, if you were a student or a writer and you were in college, you couldn't afford a PC, which at the time which cost a lot of money, a couple thousand, $200-300 got you this machine. If you were a writer and not ready to quite move away from typewriters into the PC era, this was a good compromise. You still got your typewriter, but it came with features that the PC would have for correcting mistakes, instead of having to buy those typewriter erasers. Because a simple normal eraser couldn't erase typewriter ink. You had to have a typewriter eraser. But yeah, this was I couldn't pass this up for $5. It's 36 years old. It's almost 40 years old. It is vintage. It's early 90s, very early 90s. For $5, you had to come home with me. So now I own 3 typewriters. My 1965's Royal Royalite Ultra Portable Typewriter. My 1954 Royal HH typewriter. And now the Smith Corona XL2700 typewriter. And I'm sure I'll have more, because 10 years ago I had a total of 22 in my collection, and over the years I moved and I needed to sell machines, and now I'm starting over all over again, and now I have 3 machines, 2 manual, 1 electric. So I hope you all enjoyed this video and enjoy some of the features that this one has that older machines do not have, and I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.